Another month, another reset. I will be honest, I have felt off, I felt lost, I felt confused, and we are doing a whole life reset to end March, end quarter one, and really just build in this last month of quarter one to really bloom in quarter two. Now, we are all going to fluctuate when we have good seasons of life, bad seasons of life, when we're lazy, when just life feels like a lot. And I guess quarter one is it for me. I feel like every time that the new year comes, the first few weeks, I do really well. And then February comes and I just lose off track. And March is the time where I'm like, do I need all those goals? Do I really want everything that I set for myself? And what do I need to do to really make the rest of the year count? So that's what we're talking about today. We are really breaking down and taking a step back. So grab your planner, grab your phone, find what is going to work for you, and let's really reanalyze, reset, and refocus. Really need to just slow down. I've noticed that at the end of February that I was just wanting to be go, 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 and I got really sick. I'm still kind of feeling sick. I have been pushing myself, and then I felt like I couldn't have off days, but I want to remind you that it's never too late, it's never too soon, and it's never too early to reset again and realign and refocus, because honestly, it's been 2 months. We are only 2 months into 2025, and I just need that reset. I need to really reflect and realize that I don't need to achieve it all right away. And there are things that we are doing great on. We've been changing, evolving, and still blooming into the person that I want to become one day at a time. But it's really taking that step back and understanding that I need the time. Welcome back to Balance While Blooming. My name is Bridget. I'm 26 years old. I'm a wife. I'm a stepmom. I have a full 9 to 5. I'm multi-passionate. I have a lot going on. And here I share all of my journey in helping you as well through yours to really believe in ourselves, build the life of our dreams, become that person by balancing our day-to-day life and blooming one day at a time. So when I talk about this, it's not only your productivity, your resets, your mindset, your money, it's every single area of life. So let's jump right into this reset. Let's talk about my plan, what I really want to do, and then we can go into the nitty-gritty of every single step. Now, if you've seen any of my other resets, we usually break down all of my goals. Let me tell you, if it was an average month for me, I normally go with my yearly goals, 6-month goals, 3-month goals, and break it down monthly intentions. We just aren't going to do that this month. We really just need to reset, refocus, and realign. So if that's where you're at, follow along. If you want to see a different structure, check out my other monthly resets, because those are more how I structure my months, and they do work very well for me. It's just really setting those intentions for the month, breaking down your 3-month goals, your 6-month goals, and your yearly goals down into nitty-gritty actionable steps, and taking other areas of life that you need to focus on that month. So that is just a disclaimer. This is a little bit different. This is a reset and realign for the end of quarter one to bloom fully into quarter two. Now, jumping right into my plan, how do I plan to reset and realign this month? First things first is really going at my yearly goals. I set 25 goals, and it was really just time to analyze, get more specific, and be more realistic with my goals. So we are going to break down my yearly goals and 6-month goals, again, reanalyzing those, and then breaking them down for what I can still kind of accomplish in quarter one and go into quarter two strong and know exactly what I want for the end of the year. Then I need to create a planner or outline for success. We will talk about my whole 1-inch binder, all the things that are in here. This was just kind of what is going to keep me on track a little bit. I do need to still create a tracker, but we will jump into that. And then really prioritizing being in the moment, what I need to focus on every single day, and really balancing that slowdown life with still achieving my goals. And that's where balancing comes in, and really taking action towards what you want, who you want to become, and really finding that way to bloom and live your current life. Because remember, you would not be the person you are today if you didn't do the work that from who you were before. And if you have not changed, that's okay. Who you are today is a starting point for who you want to become. So it's just taking those steps and those actions to become that person. So jumping right into my goals, reanalyzing those, is we did 25 goals for 2025. Now, I will say we still could achieve all of those. The thing is, we had to break it down into specific how often, what I'm going to do, everything like that. But it was really time to break them down and figure out, what do I want, be more specific and more realistic with my life, and what is just something that is a that girl habit, or things that just don't align with me in this season of life, and that is okay. Now, I love daily habits, but I am just not that routine girl. So I want to make them realistic for me, where it's like 4 times a week or 5 times a week, whatever it is. Those habits don't have to be daily. I am giving myself off days, but I can still show up and feel accomplished with the habits that I've set for myself. And that being said, I need to break it down to multiple times a week and setting those goals. So I am going to pull out this planner, because on here I did break down my goals. So for yearly goals, I'll pop this up. It's super cute. What I did is intentional planning, movement, traditions, we need to create and continue them, declutter every single room in the house, home projects, consistent content both over here and on Instagram, saving, personal development, social life and date nights, self-care, travel, tips, and pursue and grow passion projects. Now, that all being said, then we broke those down into 6-month goals. So I'm going to read this as well. There is 180 days from January 1st till June 30th. And that being said, I want to do intentional planning 6 times a week. So that means planning at least every day. And if I miss a day here and there, it's not a big deal, because I will catch myself and I can get closer to that 130 days than I could by doing it every single day and putting that pressure on myself. 125 days of movement, 5 times a week. I was trying to do a weight loss. I just think it's really more intentional movement, knowing exactly what I'm doing, planning my workouts, doing all of those things 5 times a week. Traditions, we want 3 throughout the year, so we need to do 1.5 of those. We've already created 1. That's great. Decluttering, we want 1 each month-ish, but that means in 6 months, we just need to clean 6 rooms. Don't be pushing yourself. Projects, 1, we have a couple up planned. YouTube, we want to do 30 in the first 180 days of 2025. We're on track for that. Instagram content, 120 of any post. That is about 4 to almost 5 times a week. Savings, home, these did not change. Emergency funds did not change. Our other did not change. Self-development books, we do still want to read 3. I am in the middle of 2 now. I'm trying to figure out which one I actually want to read. Self-care, this is journaling, this is meditation. I put all of those together for 4 times a week. 1 vacation, mini or big, which we will have. We will actually, I think, have 2 in the first 6 months, and then pursue my passion project 90 days. So at least every other day showing up for my balance while blooming and pursuing my passions, making sure that I am showing up for the future of this business that I am trying to grow. Now that we've broken down all of our 6-month goals, we are leaving our 3-month goals the same. If we hit them all, great. If we don't, not a big deal. We did read 7 out of our 15 books that we wanted to read in our first quarter. I am consistently reading and listening to audiobooks, so that should be hit. Hopefully, I don't know if I can read 8 books in 1 month, but we will see. And then our savings goals, we are right on track as long as we save about $500 more, which we do plan on saving more than that. We will have a whole money reset at the end of quarter 1. We will also have a big life reset, and our April reset will be a bit longer, showing exactly what we're going to take into Q2. So be excited for content. Content is coming, And then our daily content. Now that I know exactly what I want to post and how often I want to post, it's easier than doing it every single day. So really staying more consistent with our posting. And then hour of intention, I do think the hour of intention is still really needed. I think that's part of intentional planning. I think that's part of your personal development time. That is part of the self-care time that you do for yourself. But it's also important to be intentional with what you want to do. So I'm hoping when I do my time with Balance While Blooming or my time with certain areas of my life, that I can spend that time very intentionally working on focused intentional time and not just multitasking, and really putting my intention into that area of life when I'm there. So just being intentional with my time is really where that's going to go. And I hope to continue doing that all in March and throughout the rest of the year. And then YouTube, we're great on track. We've had 11 long form content in 2025 so far, so January through now, and then we only need 15. So as long as I post 4 videos in March, we are right on track for that, which also aligns with our 6-month goals. Now, I did show you guys this planner. It's Balance While Blooming March 25 planner. It says weekly, daily, and journal. I also added in here that I have journal prompts. I am working on a tracker, even though it's already like the first week of March is over, but it's very easy to track. So I'm gonna pull up a new week. So every week is done by tab. You get a note for your week. This is in purple just so I can see it in a different color. It has Sunday through Wednesday and then Thursday through Saturday with a note section. So this is anything about my life. And then I have my content, same thing, what I'm going to post, what I need to edit, what I need to do. And then every single day we have a daily planner. Now this daily planner does not need to be actually filled out daily. It just needs to be filled out 6 days a week. We have our daily goal. We have any notes that I need to do, my morning schedule, afternoon schedule, and the 3 must-dos. If you have been following along with me, I always say your top 3 is your priority. If that's all you do, that's great. Work them into your schedule in your morning and afternoon and make it intentional. Then we go into our Blooming to Become journal. I have posted all of those. I will make a short journal playlist just for these, and I talk about every single one. I'm really diving into it. I did it in November, I believe, of 2024, and I wanted to do it again in March just to really realign and get my mind going there. And then I have a whole notes section, and then I have a page for just anything that I want to put down, and it's extra, and this is a different color that I can always pull out, have notes, do anything, and it's anything that I need more time, energy, or effort into. But it's really important that I have a note section for me to brain dump. It's important that I have a journal prompt if I want to do my self-care time and really dive into myself and just staying up to date on my goals and my intentions and what I want to do, what is going to happen in March to make it happen. When we talk about resetting and realigning, so many people think that we are only talking about the future, that we are only reflecting on the past, but who you are and the person you are becoming and blooming and doing every single day is just as important as the person you were, the person that you came from, and the person that you're becoming, who you are working towards. So it's really important that you take time to celebrate where you are, who you are today, understand who you are, why you are the way you are right now, and why you've decided to really persevere to become that next level, become that person. Who do you want to be? Create that alter ego. Really understand that you don't need to just flip a switch and get rid of who you are. It's really creating those daily intentions and the one step at a time and setting yourself a success story. Your journey is yours, and the person you're becoming is who you want to be, figuring out what works for you. I am just going along to inspire you and help you bloom one day at a time, but it's really important that you go on your journey and understand what your wants are. What my goals are, what I thought they were, are not what they are today. What I really want is taking a step back, really working on my mindset and continuously showing up as the person I want to be with those habits that don't always need to be daily. It's really important that you are taking care of yourself, that you are celebrating yourself, that you are taking a step back to be in the moment and who you are today. Because if you don't appreciate who you are today, you will never appreciate who you are becoming. So when you are doing these resets and you're figuring out how your goals are going to be done and the actions that you need to take and the habits you need to create and how you're going to plan it, how you're going to balance it, how you're going to bloom it, sit with yourself and really say, what do I need? What do I need to start? What do I need to stop? And how can I start today, one step at a time, without trying to go all in? We need to get rid of the all in or nothing, because that's how I started 2025. It was all or nothing. You were going in, you were changing, you were becoming this person. Nope, we're going to take a step back. We're going to understand who we are. We're going to understand who we want to become. And we're going to balance them. We're going to figure out how that can happen, and without overwhelming yourself, without breaking yourself down, without burnout, without the stress, the anxiety, and just letting yourself celebrate the little wins, celebrate who you are, and really focus on one day at a time. So as always, you can continuously follow me over here on YouTube on this journey that I call life, where I share with you guys productivity, mindset, all of the things that we're talking about today. And you guys get to see me get back on track. You get to see me start showing up for my life again. And you get to really come along on this journey, and I hope it inspires you. But I also show up how I am blooming into my best self, becoming that person of my dreams, also over on Instagram. So as always, you need to believe, build, balance, bloom, and become. You don't become your best self overnight. It is a journey. I'm sharing mine to inspire you with yours. We are all different. We are all unique. But you need to start blooming to become the person of your dreams. And I cannot wait to go through that journey with you guys. So I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.